Geordi almost had his sight restored on Star Trek TNG. LeVar Burton once proposed a Star Trek The Next Generation story that would have restored the sight of his character, LT, Commander Geordi LaForge. Born blind, Geordi wore a visor throughout all 7 seasons of TNG that allowed him to see along the electromagnetic spectrum. As the chief engineer on the USS Enterprise D, LaForge was a quick thinker and problem solver who rarely encountered an engineering problem he couldn't solve. Geordi's blindness was never depicted as an impediment, and he saved the Enterprise on many occasions. In Star Trek The Next Generation Season 2, Episode 5, Loud as a Whisper, a deaf mediator named Reva, Howie Seago, visits the Enterprise. Reva notices Geordi LaForge's visor, remarking that it's a blessing to understand we are special, each in his own way. LaForge is just as capable as any other member of the Enterprise crew, and he is never treated differently because of his blindness. In Loud as a Whisper, Dr. Catherine Pulaski, Diana Muldaur, offers to perform an experimental surgery that could potentially restore Geordi's natural sight. Although Geordi has expressed a desire to see in the past, he tells Dr. Pulaski that he will need time to think about it. Why LeVar Burton decided not to restore Geordi's sight in Star Trek TNG. Actor LeVar Burton had his own personal reasons for wanting Geordi's sight restored. For one thing, the visor prop limited Burton's vision and pressed uncomfortably on the sides of his head, causing headaches. The visor also completely covered his eyes, which limited Burton's ability to emote as an actor. Early in Star Trek The Next Generation, Burton expressed a desire for LaForge to lose the visor for the reasons mentioned, but he soon abandoned the idea after realizing how inspiring his character had become to blind and other differently abled fans. The surgery Dr. Pulaski references in Loud as a Whisper is never mentioned again, but that moment might have been included in case the writers had decided to restore LaForge's sight. However, Burton later came to see Geordi's visor as an advantage, as it allowed him to see things that others could not. Because of the limited budget and technology of the time, viewers did not often get to see through Geordi's visor, but it was fascinating when it did happen. In some of Geordi LaForge's best TNG episodes, his visor allowed him to see something that saved the day or led to an important discovery. Many storylines would have gone differently if Geordi's sight had been restored in TNG Season 2.